So in the previous video where I mentioned how can Inui become number one pound for pound, I mentioned that if Crawford was to beat Canelo in his next fight, in my opinion, he'll be number one pound for pound. Now the reason why I say that is because I feel like Crawford, if he was to beat Canelo in his next fight, Canelo has got such advantages over him. Not even taking into account everything he's accomplished already. I mean, Crawford it has become two times undisputed for the light welterweight and welterweight division. And let's be real, he's undefeated. In his welterweight run, he beat like 10 opponents by a knockout. This guy's a lethal puncher. He's ambidextrous. I mean, he can literally do it all. He can box, he can punch, he's got killer instinct. He's got bags of talent, and he could be defensive, he could be offensive, he could do literally anything you want to do in the ring, he could potentially do. Like, I'm not saying he could do it as well as others, but he's basically such a good all rounder that he can do everything at a decent level. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, right, Crawford has literally accomplished everything you can accomplish in the sport. I mean, like I said before, he's a two-time undisputed champion. He beat all the champions of the light welterweight divisions, all the champions in the welterweight divisions, and on top of that, he's picked up titles in four weight classes, right? If he was to beat Canelo, right, Canelo is a cash cow in the sport. But not only that, with him being such a cash cow, the judges are in his pocket. I mean, if you get a close decision against Canelo, you more than likely 99.9% of the time it's going to go to Canelo. Even if you decisively beat him, I mean, we saw it with Mayweather. Mayweather almost got robbed. He almost got a majority draw, which is ridiculous, right? So with all the politics that's on Canelo's side, right, and on top of that, if you take into account that Crawford looked a bit suspect about against Madrimov, right, when he picked up the light welterweight title, not light welterweight, sorry, the light middleweight title against Madrimov. I know Madrimov's a different style to Canelo. If you're taking all of that into account, even if he was to win the fight, there's a very good chance that he gets robbed. The only way he wins the fight is there's two ways he wins the fight. Either he knocks out Canelo, which is unlikely because Canelo's got such a good chin, and he's been in there with light heavyweight punches like the likes of Kovalev, and he took their power fine, or he outboxes him. And that could potentially happen, but the question is whether he gets the decision. With all of these odds that are against Crawford, if Crawford was to go on to win, that means he's a three-time undisputed champion because obviously all of Canelo's super middleweight titles are on the line. This is an undisputed fight. And on top of that, he's been undisputed twice before for the light welterweight division. At that point, with all the odds that are against him, Crawford would have literally surpassed every odd to win that fight. And if he was to win that fight, let's be real, he's not just beating an ordinary fighter, he's beating Canelo, who's, whether you like him or not, is an ATG type fighter. So if Crawford was to beat Canelo, in my opinion, he'll be number one pound for pound. He'll far surpass anything that Usyk has done and Inui has done. But tell me what you think below. Do you think there's a chance that this could happen? I think it's unlikely to happen, but that's why if he was to do it, in my opinion, he'll be number one pound for pound. Beyond a reasonable doubt, he will be number one pound for pound because taking into account everything he's accomplished, and then on top of that, he beats Canelo, who's one of the best fighters in the sport today, and one of the best fighters of his generation, and one of the greatest super middleweights ever. I mean, he's in that short list with Calzaghe, Andre Ward, Roy Jones, and obviously the likes of James Toney and such. I mean, if he was to beat him, it would be absolutely incredible. But tell me, do you think it's likely to happen? Tell me what you think, and like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace.